I definitely did not want to get stuck on that. So with that being stated, I came up with everything essentially that's like my major skill sets, and I figure we'll speak about it. If y'all saw my old videos, I used to be fat as fuck. Now I'm probably 100 and maybe 60, maybe 170. I don't know. Either way, I fucking lost weight. I made sure that, I went and I got certified as a personal trainer and everything else, and I've never used it. I have so many certifications and shit that I've never actually used. I just get shit to get shit. Welcome to my ADHD brain. So, with that being stated, last week was our first week of like jumping in, and we did mostly all credit stuff. So with that, this Monday was like, okay, cool. I don't want Mondays to be like a jump in and like get shit started type of day. And there goes my fucking broadcast. It's failing. I don't. Okay, fuck it. Let me get off of the. Let me get off of the Wi-Fi and see if that's gonna fix it to where Twitch doesn't keep kicking me out. If not, I gotta figure out some motherfucking way to stream, because my peoples on Twitch are fucking phenomenal. Like on all my platforms, yes, everyone's phenomenal. However, my people on Twitch, they be locking the fuck in. And when I tell you, when I was going through my whole like death process, or the whole process of being resuscitated and shit, I met a shit ton of people on Twitch where it's like, yeah, so we also had a death experience, let's talk about it. And I'm like, holy fuck, like there's other people that has this experience, like holy shit, how did you deal with it, how did you deal with that? So yeah, that's essentially like where the fuck I'm at right now. In a lot of portions of life, I'm going through so many different levels of shit, and it's just like, okay, so I gotta start back being seen, I gotta start back being present and everything else. And my finances are going to come just like it came before, because the simple fact of I was always showing up, I was always showing out, and I was always promoting everybody else around me. Even if, I didn't fuck with you type shit, I still make sure I promoted you, because I don't know if anyone that's in my circle or my square is essentially going to want to fuck with you and your energy. So why would I want to take that away from you type shit? So I'm always about like promoting everybody and shit like that. So this is where we came up with our essential heal, shift, and thrive method that HST, one of the many fucking acronyms that you're gonna hear me throw out there. So with that, we're gonna have our weekly life mastery and reinvention series, and what that basically is doing is it's everything that I'm going through right now. So like I said, March 10th of 2024, if y'all know, that's when I got into a super fucking bad accident. They thought I was trying to commit suicide, the S word, and with that, I was like, wait, what? Pause. How the fuck did we get here? Like, I was living a pretty great life. Like, no, I didn't try to do all of that. So based on all of that shit, 2-3 weeks later, oh, you have brain damage. Then everything else in life slowly but surely fell apart. With that, I've been trying to find myself throughout this whole entire process, beating myself up, because I'm like, fuck, I can't regurgitate shit like I used to anymore, which in retrospect, if I slow down and if I think about shit really, really hard, I could possibly get back to that status. However, the REM that I'm in right now, I shouldn't be doing anything overly hard, overly complicated. Everything fucking needs to be easy, accessible, and it should just come to me. If I gotta fucking go get it type shit, there is subjective. Like everything is currently changing in my whole entire fucking universe, and it's one thing where now that I'm finally accepting, like, hey, you fucking had a traumatic experience that a lot of people will never understand. They're not gonna understand it, and they're gonna tell you how the fuck you're to feel, think, or thought. So you just gonna have to figure out how to fuck to life. You feel me? So with that, it was just like, okay, I'm rebuilding my life. I'm rebuilding my business. I'm rebuilding my health. I'm rebuilding my mindset. I'm rebuilding everything essentially from the inside out. I'm literally having to fucking deconstruct in real time every single fucking day. As a person that before my brain damage situation, I have ADHD, neurospicy, ODD, CTPSD, PTSD. Like I have a list of shit that runs down the line. So You know, imagine being fully fucking medicated since whatever fucking age the government decides that they're going to start giving you medicine because they label you this bad person when you're growing up, and it's either you're going to have an attitude problem or some shit you're going to get labeled as in America, right? And once you start to go to counseling and shit like that, they're going to give you some kind of stimulant. So mine was Ritalin, then it went to Adderall, then it went to Vyvanse. I've done it all. Now I'm back to Adderall. And it's one of those things where I'm like, holy fuck, I'm so grateful for these experiences. One thing that I wouldn't tell anyone is if you don't have to get resuscitated, don't get resuscitated. The shit fucking sucks. Yes, you come back, but like to breathe and to just do certain things is hard as fuck to fucking do it. Like I got a little fucking machine that every once in a while, if I'm just sitting around, I pop that shit in and I start breathing because a lot of times my lungs just fucking hurt. So these are ways now where I'm like, okay, fuck, if I'm rebuilding life, business, mindset, and health, and I'm deconstructing and going through this, there's somebody else that's out here that could use this. I've already created an app. If you haven't tapped in with me, I have an app. It's called the POV Happy Brain. And I literally use the app to, fuck, I can't show y'all the app because I'm on all my fucking devices. So I believe there's a video on my page, or I'll put up a video on my page, either TikTok or YouTube, and you guys can check it out and see how the app would essentially help you. But the app is going to be something that you tailor to yourself to help you work out your daily life struggles or whatever you're going through, or if you're about to spaz, or if you're about to have a stimming moment, whatever it is, the app is going to be able to help you get over that a little bit faster, or if not a little bit faster, it'll be able to help you propel through whatever you're going through. So connect with me if you like to check out the app. So from there, each week, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into these real life fucking conversations and also practical strategies and just how I'm going through the process of transforming my life and everything else. Someone asked me yesterday if I still do outsourcing. Yes, I still do outsourcing. So if you're, for example, if you're a credit repair company, or based on my skill set, anything that I do that you need assistance with, so resume writing, creating your website, building an app, helping you take care of your clientele with your customers or whatever it is, you would hire us and we would help you on the back end of that. Okay, so here it is now. Every week we're going to go through the process. So here's the weekly rundown. Mondays, we're definitely going to keep that as the mindset and accountability Monday. So Mondays, I don't want to jump into nothing crazy. Oh, by the way, we've officially tied in our work schedules. It's Monday through Friday, 11 to 5. I believe that's a pretty decent time, honestly, because I don't like to people too early in the AM. And I also don't want to start people in too late at night, because I noticed last week, for the past like couple of weeks, all my times are running into each other, or I was running into the late night conversations because I was trying to accommodate clients and shit. And I'm like, whoa, pause. You're going back to that shit. Like, it's a great thing to accommodate to individuals. However, I can't accommodate to everybody type shit, because then I noticed I was double booking and all types of fuckery. So now it's literally just, 11 to 5. You need me past 5 or past whatever the time frame is, then we're going to have to figure out something else, because someone was like, they gotta start paying you for your time. Like, anything past business hours, hey, $20, $30, let's chop it up for about 30 minutes, whatever it is, but you need to get compensated for your time. That's something that I'm literally beating in my brain every fucking day. Hey, you need to get compensated for your time, because if you're not being compensated for your time, what the fuck are you doing type shit. So, not to mention, someone pointed out to me yesterday, they're like, your 30-minute conversations literally are maybe like an hour in retrospect, depending on what's taking place. So you should never feel any type of way by putting a cost value on what it is that you're pricing your product. All right. So Monday, of course, we're doing our mindset and accountability. That's going to be Mondays. So under that category, you could look forward to conversations on personal growth, identity shifting, especially with the identity shifting portion. All the stuff that I used when I was healing, I'm going to be throwing all of that at y'all. So the AO Bioscan sounds that I listen to that specifically for me. I'm going to share all that information with you. If you want to go ahead and get the Biosound or the Bioscan, one of my coaches, you also probably have seen her lives on Nikki. She is fucking phenomenal. Like, bro, lock in with her. I promise you, you won't feel disappointed or be disappointed. So that's going to be under identity shift portion. Goal settings. I've definitely changed how I looked at goal settings completely. So we're going to be speaking about how I essentially go over my goal settings now, especially as an individual that I need dopamine rush or some form of like go, go, go when it comes to goals and tasks or just getting certain things done and putting that same sense of drive or energy into it. That's something that I'm essentially working on. So we're definitely going to be covering goal settings. Breaking limits and beliefs. I had to come to the realization that I used to say, oh yeah, no, you could do it too. Or if someone used to compliment me on something, I'd be like, oh, that's nothing, you could do it too. No, not everybody could do it. Yes, they could try, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to do it or do it at that same caliber. Or they probably do some shit better than I do. You feel me? So everything for me right now is literally a learning experience, and breaking the limits and beliefs is something that I would definitely suggest everybody locks in on. And then of course we'll end it with our weekly success planning. So essentially you want to plan whatever you're planning for your weekly success planning. I'll say plan that on Sunday. So when you come in on Monday, it's just you like reviewing whatever it is that you wrote down for that week that you're gonna look into to accomplishing. Tuesdays is going to be business skill sets. So with business skill sets, as y'all know, I repair credit. I do CPs. I don't want to spend all day talking about credit, CPs, and everything else because there's a plethora of shit that's in my fucking beady brain that I would love to fucking just throw out there. So, you know, and we're also probably going to put in the Monday mindset category, we're probably also going to go ahead and add just random brain dumps. And I'll tell y'all what brain dumps are later, but we'll probably add that to Monday. So Monday would just be like a day for us to like chill, talk and shit like that, but still get goals achieved. So Tuesday is going to be business skill set days. So Tuesdays I would, and again, based on the hours that's in the day, somewhere along the line, you'll have either 30-minute or a 1-hour session based on how long it takes for us to go over that information. With that being stated, we have credit building and credit repair, business foundations, because a lot of individuals that I'm seeing, you know, they're telling you like you have to do this and you have to do that to start a business. Like you can do those things, but if you don't have the funds up front, don't make because you can't have an LLC or because you can't do this off rip or certain things why you don't start your business. So we're gonna go over that. E-com strategies. These are for the individuals that are selling online. So, which I still do. I just don't push it as much because I don't have that time anymore. But I was big on eBay and Amazon when it comes to like selling, especially the Amazon storefronts, baby, all day, buy box, all day. Until Amazon started making like Amazon basics and shit, then that kind of fucked up the game a little bit, but it's still very profitable. We're definitely gonna be going over e-com strategies and different ways how you could bring in different revenue for everything. And of course, with the e-com strategies, you could use this for everything that's gonna be e-com. So for selling ebooks, digital products, whatever it is, it would all fall under that category. Insurance education, I'm going to put a asterisk on that because insurance education is literally everything that I would know from being an insurance adjuster. However, I don't know how I want to go about that portion as yet because a lot of individuals are contacting me to find out how to get into insurance adjusting. And once I start to explain like, yeah, you know, so you have to get a background check, you have to do this, you have to do that, it becomes very like, oh, don't worry about it. So it's like, that's something I actually want to jump into also to find out like, okay, what would be the hesitation outside of you having a background And yes, you have a background, but that doesn't mean that you probably can't get that job. You feel me? Like there's so many different avenues inside of insurance adjusting to where it's like, do your research, find out what's gonna work for you, but you will get hired even if you have a background, depending on what it is that you're doing and what area you're getting into and what your record is about. Like, don't just automatically write yourself off. You feel me? What else? What else? What else? And then, of course, from there, creating multiple streams of income. And I say that because before my accident, I was sitting here and I was like, holy fuck, I never had a money issue, hypothetically, because I was either, I either had some form of money coming in from a cleaning business that I had, me selling online. Oh my God, Facebook Marketplace? Bro, Facebook Marketplace, if you need to make quick money, go to fucking Facebook Marketplace, pick up everything on that bitch that says free, and whenever you get back home, clean them bitches up, put it back online for sale. I promise you, you're going to make money. Like, as long as you're willing to hold on to the product, or if you're not willing to hold on to the product, take really good pictures, promote the shit, you're going to make money. So creating multiple streams of income, I'll always highly suggest it. That would be on our Tuesday talks. Now, on Wednesdays, we're going to lock in and we would have fitness and nutrition. I don't want to get much into the nutrition portion of it because that's going to be subjective to everyone. And of course, consult with your doctor, your physicians, especially on the nutrition spiel. But the health basics, I got you on it. Like I said, I was a fat little fucker before I got hurt. When I was in a process of losing weight. Every couple of years, I go through this process of when I'm really in relationships or I'm doing some shit and I'm really fucking happy and I'm traveling, and I'm not gonna lie, I get fat. I eat like a mother lover, and it's like, where the fuck does all the food go? Everyone's asking me like, so where does the food go? And I'm like, no, you can see where the fuck the food's going. Like, stop playing with me. So we could definitely go over our health basis, energy optimizations, which is just phenomenal, especially for someone that might be in a situation like me where you're disabled, you have brain damage or some kind of issues to where you get slowed down with your energy. So here it is now, your energy shit. You got to figure out how to get it revitalized and everything else. Hence, also check out the Dose app, because my app will literally fucking help you with that. Whatever the fuck you're feeling, go to the app. There's something for it. When I tell you there's something for it, I remember when we're in the testing phase, and I had one of my clients test the app, and literally my client was like, I didn't fucking know I needed dark chocolate right now, but you know, it told me to get some dark chocolate, and I love this. I needed that. And I'm like, big bet, big fucking bet. Who would have known that that would have been something that you needed at that current point in time? So lock in, definitely get the Dose app if you haven't already got it. Tap in with me. From there, we're gonna speak about sustainable wellness habits, or how to turn small daily like incremental goals that you have into long-term existing habits that's going to lock in and help you achieve what you want to achieve. Nervous system support and regulation, baby. We are literally always going to start off somewhere in that area, because when your nervous system is shit, everything else is shit. That's literally it. And as a person that has FND, if you don't know what FND is functional neurological disorder. So sometimes whenever my body shuts down, yes, I might have all the fucking energy in the world, but somewhere along the line, my body decides that it wants to, what does someone call it? Have Parkinson's. I'll just start shaking, or it'll shut down, or I just can't do anything. You know, those are things where it's like, okay, hey, we gonna lock in, we gonna have those conversations about the nervous system support. And of course, lifestyle upgrades. The lifestyle upgrades could be basic things that you want to pretty much throw in there. And these are me just gonna share the tips and tricks that I've used for the past 2 years, essentially, to get me from 0 to hero and where I'm currently at. What else? On Thursdays, we are going to have our consultant and outsourcing. That's going to be a day where you guys can literally come on. We'll have brief conversations on time management, which is also on the Dose app, because I have my days cut out into 5-hour work days. So essentially, every day I attempt to do at least 1 5-hour work day. That's how I achieve my goals, and that's how I know that I've done a lot of shit for today. So for example, yeah, I started at 2. However, at 6 something when I got on here, it's only been like 20 minutes since I've been live, and I wanted to go live earlier, but I was having all these technical difficulties, and it's like, damn, I was on my ass about time management, but it's like you didn't have the opportunity to do anything except to fix this shit. So what were you gonna bitch about? You feel me? And I'm not comfortable as yet just fucking going live and having it running like I see other individuals do. So it's like, okay, hey, if I'm getting on live, I want it to be something of substance, or something where it's like we're locked in for that interaction. What else? So time management, automation, which I have an asterisk on automation because automation is something that's going to be subjective to what you're looking to do. Most of my automation also was on Go High Level, GHL. So if you guys know what Go High Level is, that's where 90% of my automations were. And I know a lot of individuals have also moved away from Go High Level. So I still have a lot of templates and automations and everything that will be up for sale with Go High Level if needed. So what I basically did was I would create, let's say you're a plumber. I created you a whole fucking spreadsheet for plumbing on Go High Level. So all you got to do is send that link to your client. They go through and they book everything. I have one for housing. So if you're a real estate agent, I had one for house cleaners. I make templates for everybody, bro. This is why I'm like, I have no reason to ever be broke in a place where I know for a fact I apply myself, we're good. And it's such a proven system to where it's just like, yo, this is easy as shit, lock in. So we're going to jump into that also. Delegation skills. Delegation skills is something that we're going to speak about because this is what I noticed with a lot of entrepreneurs, like especially my friends that are 6-figure earners, but yet they are so tied to their fucking job titles. And I'm like, bro, you make 6 figures. Why the fuck don't you hire somebody to do that? And it's like, oh no, I don't want to delegate. Your life would be so much better. I literally told one of my partners last week, like, yo, get you the most mundane task that you continually do every day. Go onto Fiverr, find somebody that's gonna now sit here, answer all your emails, answer all the questions that you have. And of course, because you've already created the template for the person from Fiverr, that person essentially is gonna know what to do. Today she hit me up and she's like, bro, I've had more fucking free time in the past week than I've had in the past 2 months. And I'm like, that's how the fuck you get that shit done. Like, Fiverr is amazing. What's up, Bunny? How are you? Yes, Fiverr is definitely amazing. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you drank your water. And yes, I need proof of the water still. Yes, I still need proof of the water because you ain't sent a proof. But yeah, man, jump in and get your delegation skills handed off to everyone that that's able to do something else. So for example, I don't ever believe that even if I know that I know something more than somebody else, I'm gonna do it. Period. Like, if there's something else that you're competent at, I'm passing that to you. Like, why the fuck do you always need to be the shining star? You feel me? Like, pass the shit off. You'll feel a lot better about your life. Next is going to be building systems that work. Like I said, me and Neurospicy, I don't like to work. Everything for me has always been easy. This is why when I was in corporate America, people hated me because it's like, you don't go to work, but yet you still get raises, you still get promotions, you still do. Yes, bitch, because when I'm there, I maximize my 4 hours. Oh, and I make sure if anytime you see me in a corporate job, I'm salary because, bitch, I work 4 hours a day. Read the guidelines in any fucking company, and you, depending on like what salary job you have, like they tell you how long you need to work every day and all types of shit. Yeah, that's it. I work my 4 hours and then I shoot the shit for the rest of the day. But it's like I build systems that makes sense, that cuts time. Please go ahead and get the water. Thank you. And once I start to build a system and I can show you how proficient it becomes, that's when people really start to lock in with me. And it's like, oh, wait, what the fuck? We've been doing this shit for years. Yeah, that's y'all. Like, and this is where I tell people growing up in a Jamaican household, it's a gift and a curse because you become so you're over everything. You're over vigilant, hyper, whatever the fuck they call it, hyper independence. Like you're always on 10. However, you're on 10 for a reason. And at the end of the day, if everybody else don't see the vision, just knowing the vision is unfolded, you look like a fucking like genius. And it's like, I wasn't trying to do that, but okay. Like that's how my experiences have always been. So from there, we're gonna also jump into scaling, smarter, not harder. A lot of individuals, like, they'll bitch and complain about why stuff don't sell. If you have money, dump it into ads. With the cleaning business that I had, not only was it 24 hours that I had that we were set up and we would service clients, but with it being 24 hours, I also dumped a shit ton of money into Google, Google local services. So every time that phone rang, depending on how many calls I got, I was paying $35 per lead. Sometimes even $45, $50 per lead. So imagine you calling me, oh, do you clean blankets? Bitch. No, we don't clean blankets. We clean houses. We clean businesses. Do you need any of those? Oh no, I just want to know if you guys can clean blankets. And then I used to flip the fuck out so much because I'm like, I'm pretty sure especially if you've seen a Google listing. So on my Google listing, it tells you everything that I do. So you didn't want to go through the process of reading this shit. And then in my head, I'm like, fuck, okay, Google just charged me $35, or damn, Google just charged me, not my Google trying to listen to my conversation. No, we don't want that. All right, so now we're aware if we say Google too many times, Android like switches everything over to Google. Good shit. So yeah, I had to literally get into the mindset of I'm spending the money. I'm going to eventually get this money back. However, I just got to figure out how to vet people better. And back in the days, I don't know if Google still allows you, but they let you like go through and you could dispute some of the charges. If the person called in and shit like that. So sometimes that would work, other times it wouldn't work, but it was always a catch-22 with it. So from there, we're going to jump into Fridays. Fridays, I have it set up as the real estate game. And I have that on there because the simple fact if I do want to get back into wholesaling for sure. So this is something where I do believe wholesaling, we're going to end up turning that into like a group activity. When I tell you I've done just about everything, y'all, I've literally done just about everything, like for real. So we'll turn that into a group activity for people that want to learn how to wholesale. Fridays is going to be your day. So every day of the week, essentially, if you're fucking with me, this is going to be your Wally World of whatever you want to get done. So real estate would be on Fridays. We're going to cover like home ownership basis. Personally, I've only owned 2 properties, a condo, and I owned a manufactured home, a mobile home. And at first, when I used to call it a mobile home, I got cussed the fuck out. That lady, and I'm like, bro, I'm from Miami. Like, Miami, depending on where you lived in Miami, it was like, you looked at the trailer parks and you're like, okay, that's ghetto, because that's how the trailer parks look. However, once you get out of certain parts of Miami and you're like, holy fuck, these are mobile homes? Like, these are trailer homes? Like, my mind was blown, you feel me? So yeah, when I did my second investment, it was just like, oh shit, I'm buying that. So home ownership basis, we could go over that. Investing fundamentals, we could go over all of that. Wealth building, we could go over that. Real estate opportunities would be like the wholesaling real estate and everything else. We could go over all of that information. Buying land and everything else, we could definitely go over that. And of course, the financial empowerment from you having the real estate back end. So if you want to get into property management, like legit shit, I'm about to get my real estate license just so that way I can become a property manager. That's how the fuck I operate. Like I have an insurance license and I'm like, fuck. After getting hurt and I wasn't able to do my my brain test. Great, my phone just overheated. Bro, when I tell you I'm over Apple, I'm over Apple. So great, and that was Twitch. Ugh. You motherfuckers. Alright, let's let that shit cool down. What the fuck was I saying? I forgot what the fuck I was saying, but if it does come back to me, I got you. We'll hit that back. So Sundays, it's gonna be Saturday's Life After Trauma. So I'll be going over life in my 30s, being newly disabled as an adult, the shit is different. Like, a lot of individuals don't understand the simple fact of, like, for example, I'm sweating right now, and it's because my body does not regulate temperature. Yeah, of all the fucking things that it decides that it doesn't want to do, it doesn't regulate temperature. So these are the little nuances where I have to look at it and I have to be grateful. And I say I have to be grateful because the simple fact of there's other individuals that I know for a fact that didn't make it home the day when I made it home. You feel me? So there's stuff like that where it's like I'm just super grateful. Even though I'm still like, fuck, like, damn, that had to happen or this had to happen type shit. Can you not overheat this time, please? Sheesh. All right, hopefully Twitch doesn't overheat again. So, So yeah, Saturdays will be life after trauma. So we're gonna be jumping in life of a newly disabled person or a newly disabled adult in their 30s. TBI and neurodivergent living. So having traumatic brain injury, already being on the spectrum, and now having to life. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hop into that because when I tell you zero fucking grace, zero grace. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi off. So yeah, zero grace, and that's just something where I'm always like, great. We never had grace before, being to the fact of I was always viewed as this overly competent individual, and it's like going through that process now and knowing, hey, so I am still this individual that was already neurospicy and every fucking thing else. Now let's add brain damage to it. It's not a good fucking look, but because I still articulate on a certain level, nobody's saying, oh, well, this bitch got brain damage, da 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 da. They'll more go at me at first, and then when I start to say, oh, no, you know, I got hurt, or this is this, or that's that, then that's when the individuals would then go ahead and either recant what they said or, oh, my God, we weren't, no, fuck you. Like, you should have been a decent person to start with. This is also why I dislike that term, treat others how you want to be treated. Like, that doesn't resonate well with me at all, being to how I've gotten treated after getting hurt. So that basically stood out for me as a flag on everything. Next is going to be trauma recovery. Again, trauma recovery could be different for everyone. I'm just going to go over my tips and tricks for that. Resilience building. That is some shit that I've always had. And yeah, I honestly have to just give that back to my family members and just how they helped to train us over the years. That's the only way I could think of that. Turning pain into purpose. That is something that I'm currently still working on. So while you're watching me in whatever country, daytime it is, we're essentially going through that portion together. And we are, call me back. So we'll be able to go over all of that and pretty much just give you my outlook on that. Then Sundays, I'm really trying to figure out if I'm going to be live on Sundays. It's probably not going to be for a long time. I'm probably going to cut those to like 30 minutes, being to the fact of I'm really not trying to do shit on the weekends. However, I said Saturday and Sunday I still have to show up. So those would be going back to us having like the open discussions with love. Conversations, and also possibly ask me anything Q&A sessions. So whatever you want to know about like credit and all that other stuff, I would definitely suggest that would be the time frame for that. So discussions, problem solving sessions, and just open conversations and freestyle topics. And I do believe we'll be having a lot of freestyle topics on Saturdays and Sundays. But yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown for it. And then, of course, I just created the who is this for section. So it'll be for high functioning adults feeling stuck, or anyone that currently experience a major life change and needs some kind of guidance or help on that. Because essentially, I'm just trying to help you rebuild your identity, your purpose, and your power, especially after life altering change. Like, you want to do everything without pretending you're healed or back to normal, especially for me, because bitch, I'm never going to get back to, the individual I was. However, I can be better. So that's literally how I had to start looking at it, to where it's like, I'm embracing the fact of, yes, I had a really bad accident. I have various things. Like, that's literally how the fuck I'm looking at life now, where it's just like, everything that they told you that you couldn't do, you're doing it. Like, you're making this shit look good as fuck. You feel me? Like, continue to show up, continue to do what you need to do. Who else would this be for? The person that feel like they want to be an entrepreneur but don't know if they want to be an entrepreneur. I'm not going to be the typical person that's going to tell you, oh, you have to, quit your job and do this. And no, work your job until you feel comfortable to leave your job. So yeah, we're going to tap into all of that, because you might be an entrepreneur, but you might not be ready, just based on your finances and everything else. So that's where we're going to also be able to have conversation on that. People rebuilding after trauma, setback, and life transitions. We're going to tap in and speak about that. Anyone that's going to be seeking more clarity, confidence, and purpose. And again, these sessions that we're having, it's going to help you as much as it's going to help me. And I say that because of the simple fact of, not only is it going to help me like better be able to communicate and express myself, but it's going to help me literally learn how to. So for, if anyone is if you notice when you speak to certain individuals based on how their ADHD or their whatever their neurospicy might be, like some people would call it cutting you off mid-sentence. And I got to explain to them, like, I'm not trying to cut you off. It's just, if I'm thinking something right now, I'm going to forget it. So I'll jump in, interject, say what I have to say. That would probably piss that person off, because it's like, oh my God, you're so disrespectful. And it's like, no, I'm telling you, like, I had to get the shit out before I forgot, because when you want to come back to it, I'm not going to remember type shit. So certain people I have these conversations worked out with, and it's perfect, while other individuals is like pulling fucking teeth, where it's just like, yo, I'm working on my communication skills. It's just taking me a while longer. So yeah, these are definitely going to help all of us, and I'm super excited. It's like, we're going to be doing this in real time. We're healing each other, because one thing I could say, it's for me, it's been healing when I hear someone tell me, yo, I used your app, and because of your app, I was able to finally speak my mind and, tell somebody how I felt. Oh, because you did this or you did that. Like, I've been hearing a lot of that lately, and I'm like, holy fuck, like, this is a lot. Like, and yes, I used to hear it before, but I never used to pay attention to it, because it was just like, it's expected, or it is what it is type shit. So now when I'm really like paying attention to oh man, like, people are really grateful. People actually do take heed to what I have to say. People actually do lock in on me saying, yo, that's a bad idea, or this is a good idea. Like, it changes your whole perception of yourself, and it just puts you on a different vibe. It puts you on a different level. Like, yeah. And the best part about it is, like, I'm doing this shit for free. You feel me? Before, it was just like, people were paying me to give my thoughts, my whatever. Now it's just, all right, I'm doing this shit because this is really what's fun to me. This is what I love to do. So we're gonna be creating a life through love, essentially, because that's one thing that I noticed. The more you love yourself, the more everything else is gonna fall into place. The more you're gonna fucking start glowing, the more you're gonna feel great about you. And I literally had to be like, yo, I have to start loving me a lot more before I start to love anybody else. And I had to start to love me with my defects. So that's something that's helped me propel to the next level with that. Just through mindset, accountability, and just me knowing, like, I'm always going to be educated on what the fuck is going on. Don't ever not educate yourself on what's going on, especially with yourself, and your personal transitions and your transformation. Make sure that you're documenting whatever. So If you're writing it down, great. If you're doing video messages or whatever, like I text myself a lot of shit. Like if it's something super important, I'll text myself so that way I don't lose it. Because my notepad, all types of fuckery is there. So those are pretty much like how our weeks are going to be covered. And I am super excited for it because it's like you're able to tap in and get what you need on the days that you need it. And then that way I'm also tapping in and I'm delivering whatever is needed on said days, which is pretty dope. And of course, we're going to wrap it up with our timeline. Our tagline. I had to bring it back because apparently I wrote this last year. My tagline was, what I do is what I believe, and what I believe is you. And I'm like, we're bringing that shit back because that sounded really fucking good, apparently when I wrote it, so we brought it back. So just quick update, every week you're going to be able to come in, and we're going to have these conversations. Time frame, I haven't selected as yet. Like I said, I'm still trying to work through my core mobilities in the aspect of some days I get up, my brain says yes. Some days I get up, my brain says fuck you. And even mentally, physically, I'm like, I want to go, I can't go. So that's something that I still have to push through and work through. So this is why I don't have a time as to when we're gonna go live. However, I know, hey, on Mondays, we're gonna have mindset and accountability. So you could tap in for that. Tuesdays, business skills. So if you want to learn, quick refresh, Monday, mindset and accountability. So personal growth, goal setting, all of that would fall under Mondays. Tuesdays, business skills. So credit, CPs, business fundamentals. If you want to know about insurance adjusting, all of that will be on that day. Wednesdays is fitness and nutrition. And Thursdays, consulting, outsourcing. Fridays, free game. And then Saturdays, life after trauma. Sunday, open discussion and just ask questions. But I am super excited to literally just see where everything's gonna go. And I say this again because here it is. I'm looking at when I decided I was gonna start back doing YouTube after I got hurt. Was what, 20? I think in 24 I had started. I want to say I started doing some of the coaching again on YouTube after I got hurt, and then I slowly like fell off because my speech was a lot worse back then, and I was so like, I was very self-conscious with my speech back then compared to what it is now. Because now, whenever my speech goes bad, I could tell you like, yo, I'm tired, or something happened, so now this is how my speech is being affected. Like I've gotten to the point now where I can know my deficits and how to address it. So before it was I couldn't finish the sentence and I'll get so frustrated, of course, because before it was just I'm so used to just saying shit off the dome. So yeah, that slowed me down a lot last year when it comes to doing content. And then of course this year it was just like, oh, okay, slow down, you're gonna be able to do it. You just gotta be a little bit more consistent. So if it's an hour a day, it's an hour a day. If it's 30 minutes, it's 30 minutes. However, you know, just get out there and perform. For everyone that's asking about the trade lines, yes, the trade lines are available. Once you get the trade line, you do not get a card. I keep seeing a lot of messages in reference to if you're going to get a card or if you get access to the money. Guys, it's a trade line, so you don't get access to anything. All you do is get access to piggyback off of the person's credit profile to say that you also have that good credit history, all right? But of course, we're going to hop more into that on Tuesday, but I just had to add that quick follow-up with that. So, being that today's Wednesday, we'll be jumping into our health basics and energy optimization. Oh, my phone died for a reason. 7:10, so I can show y'all the fucking app. Ooh. So, here's the app. Hold on. Let me connect to Wi-Fi. $7-Eleven? Alright, let's turn the backlight a little bit. Okay, so this is an app. It's called the Dose and Chakra app. Let me make sure I show it to everybody. So this app essentially that I made, with everything that I was going through, was just like, bro, I need to figure out how I'm going to be able to A, help myself, B, help myself, C, stay alive. And that's when I came up with the Dose and Chakra app, because everyone was like saying, oh, you know, you got to calm down. Oh, you got to chill out. Oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. And I'm like, bro, you're telling a person that is fucking divergent, that now has brain damage, to chill? I was taking Adderall to slow down. Fuck Adderall. I was taking fucking Adderall and Xannies to slow down. So imagine a brain now that has to do all this shit and no medication. Like, I don't know how to slow down. So, you know, it was just, that's when everyone was like, you gotta breathe, you gotta ground, you gotta touch grass. Before I got hurt, I was a super stickler with my feet touching the grass or touching the ground, and touching any fucking thing, because even now I still can't touch my feet. I would spaz the fuck out about it. So after I got hurt, it was like grounding became my thing, and I was outside every day. Fucking me, Major 9, Russ. I'm making it sound like I was living with them, but it's you would think I was living with them because they're on replay every single fucking day, and I would go outside and just walk barefooted around the crib, get my 5 laps in every day, and then, you know, maybe like 3-4 times a day I was doing that shit just to be outside. So once you hop into the app itself, the app is pretty fucking dope. Like I said, the app works for you. It's made by me for you, essentially, and it literally helped to change my whole entire life. So we have a 30-day span on here. So every day, essentially, you would go through, it's locked. So your panels are locked until you complete the day. Once you complete the day, it jumps into the next day. So for example, if I wanted to, let's say, have a meditation session right now, right? And I have the option of 5 minute, 7 minute, or 10 minute. And then I have box breathing, 4-7-8 relaxation, or equal breathing, right? So it's either I'm going to do 4-4-4, or I'm going to do 4-7-8, or I'm going to do 5-5, right? So let's say I select that I want to do 5 minutes. And then I want to either listen to the rain, or I want to listen to ocean sounds, or forest, or night ambiance, or silence. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do for the 5 minutes. So let's pull up Ocean Wave. We're gonna hit begin, and so right now we're holding. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe in. Hold. So that's literally how that would work. And of course, you could pause it. You know, if you pause it, then you could go back to it. It's going to pick up exactly where it left off. You could pause your sound on it. So if you're still doing whatever and you don't want to hear the sound, you can still do that. You can hit the restart and it's going to take you back out. But all the functions literally... Ow. My own app is fucking up my sensory-ish. I love it. So yeah, you go through, you select whichever you would like, and then of course you have your 7, your 10 minutes. For someone that's looking to learn to meditate, this is also going to be a great way for you to meditate. When I was doing a lot of Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations, bro, those walking meditations, life. Like when I tell you I fuck with that man, I fuck with that man like hard body. So to help me better be able to start meditating, it was like I got to figure out how to really just sit in silence, or if I'm going to sit with something else. And that's literally what incorporated the serotonin calm. And you notice the name? Serotonin calm, because what? We're working to clear our nervous system. So once you're finished with that portion of the app, you could then go ahead and go back to our main screen. Close out all these. So here is after you do your 30, so your 30-day progress bar, if y'all can see it, is 1 through 30. And literally all it does is every day you're moving to another box, right? So under that, you have your personalized cards. What's your personalized cards? Your personalized cards are cards that you're going to be able to click on for that particular day, and you're going to do the actions on the cards. So for example, right now, you could also do this with me. So we're going to do something that's going to raise our oxytocin. So to raise your oxytocin, it says 1 genuine compliment to someone. That's literally the goal for today. So I would tell, hopefully one of y'all is on here, you're beautiful and I hope you have a phenomenal day. That's a genuine compliment. So I'm now going to go ahead and hit done. Once I hit done, all right, I'll click used. It's then going to give it the check mark. It's going to show up as done. Once I look on my analytics tab, it's going to show me I rolled the dice for 1 time today. And when I rolled it for that 1 time, I had 1 move that was made. So that's literally how that would work. Now, let's say you did that and you say, fuck, I want to do something else. To raise your dopamine, we have on here, set 1 tiny goal, crush it in 10 minutes because you want to keep that rush, right? Your endorphins, laughter bomb, stand up. For 3 minutes, you're going to laugh out loud. So find something to fucking laugh. Like me saying this shit, I want to laugh. You feel me? So for 3 whole fucking minutes, though, you're going to be laughing. Crazy work, but trust me. I've sat there sometimes like, ha, ha, ha. And I'm like, fuck, find something else to laugh about. And by the time you find something else to laugh about, there goes your 3 minutes. Because while you're searching, you're laughing. You feel me? Next is serotonin. So for your serotonin, you're going to name specific things in details. And once you finish each box, you literally just go ahead and hit done. It's going to count it. So let's say we went ahead and we set 1 tiny goal and we crushed it in that 10 minutes. So for me, I would say going live is a tiny goal and I need to go ahead and feed that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hit done. When I hit done, that would have given me a dopamine hit, and I've done an oxytocin hit, right? So when I go to my analytics tab, it shows me that I did 2 activities today because I hit the dice, I hit the box twice, and then it counts it at the bottom. Damn, I can't show all of y'all at the same time. So it counts it at the bottom. So you see where it says like oxytocin 1. So you know exactly what you did for that day. And you already know like, okay, so this was done, that was done. If it wasn't done, then you could go back and you could do it. Home. So after that, this is just a breakdown of like the chakra alignments also. So for the day, right now I have it to where you would working on your heart would be the highest level, would be your highest alignment for the day essentially. So once you go through and you do that, it then takes you to your bottom. Let's say you go through and you did all 4 of your boxes, right? After you complete all 4 of your boxes, let's say you want to jump into something else, then this is where now you would then, oh, hold on. Okay, we're just gonna have to wait for them to come up. Network error? Bro, TikTok, get it together. How are you gonna end the live and you guys just took, so, if it ends, we'll just have to start that back. But yeah, once you go ahead and you do that, what's gonna happen next is you could go ahead and you could hit roll, roll the POV happy brain dice. So let's say you did all 4 of the boxes, and once you did all 4 of the boxes, it comes up and you want to do something else, right? Once you hit roll the dice then comes up with something that you have to do immediately. So hold on, y'all. Let's refresh. Wow. So it's gonna come up with something for you to do immediately. Once it comes up with for the item that you're supposed to do immediately, because remember you're in a pickle. So let's say you're getting overstimulated, overwhelmed, anxious, you're pre-stimming, you're in pain, something is taking place and you just want to take your mind off of that, and you've done whatever's in the box, or whatever's in the box doesn't fucking entertain you currently, hit the fucking button, roll the dice. Once you roll the dice, it's literally going to give you something else. So this tells us that it's going to be working on our endorphins and it's going to be working on our root chakra, right? And when we do it, it's saying that we need to do 20 squats and count each one out loud. Some of these options that I put on here, I was like, what the fuck was I thinking when I did it? But it's funny as hell, because now if you did do it, then you'll go ahead and hit done. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to do 20 squats. But if I did do it, I'll then go ahead and hit check mark on that. I did go ahead and, like I said, it's a great accountability partner. You do have the option for a power timer. What is a power timer? So like I said, everything I do is in a 5-hour increment. And I do, I used to do work blocks. So work blocks for me were an hour, and then I'll take like a 15 to 20 minute break after every session. Now I've completely chopped that in half. So now my blocks would be anywhere from a 30-minute session and then a 10-minute break, or vice versa, depending on how I'm feeling for that day. So your dose system should always work for you, or you're going to make it work for you. From there, we have more power moves. These are going to be like for focus and regulation. So for example, if you know that you don't drink a lot of water, right? You want to go ahead and you want to tap hydrate, because you know, hey, I'm trying to hydrate. So if you drank a bottle of water for today, you tap it. It's going to basically count that you drank that bottle of water. Also have on here to where you have the 4-7-8 breathing method. So if you do need to breathe outside of that, go ahead, tap in, you're able to breathe. If you can't breathe, then you have the reset method where you just reset your mind. Or also we have the regulate method where you're supposed to like name what you're going through and address it for that. Like you're only addressing it in that moment. Okay. From there, we hop into our 5-hour work structures, and you get to literally just label out your day how you'd want it. And then of course, once you complete it, you hit complete, it counts how many work hours you did for that day. So you know, hey, today I had a great day, or I didn't have a good day, or I didn't do as much as I did the day before, but you're able to count your workflows. And best of all, when the days close out, it saves that information for that day. So you could go back to the day before and see exactly what you did. Do I have this one filled out? Do I? Okay, so I gotta also set it so that way the workflow doesn't carry over. See, this is why I be fucking with my app, bro, because I didn't know that I didn't fix the workflow portion as yet. So when you did close out, like let's say you were to close out your day. Once you close out your day, it's gonna basically blank the boxes out for you. Like the boxes go black. So that way you're not able to change the functions on those. However, the boxes here for your focus modes, you're able to update those. You're able to update those, and you're able to update your work complete. So what I'm going to do is work complete. I need to lock the counter on that for that day. Let me send myself that message. Lock counter for the end of day flow. So the count stays on that today. All right, perfect. So I got to go back and log that. But once you go in and you do that, honestly, everything else, it's made so that way it will work for you and work around you. It does have the streak factor on there. So the streak, once you go through the 30 days, I do have a bunch of different ideas that I do plan to throw in on the app. However, I got to sit down and like really be like, yo, is this what I want to do? Is that what I want to do? And then also I have to make sure that's going to be functional with the app, and that it also makes sense. So definitely lock in for all the changes on that. But you have your activity log that also shows up. So it shows you exactly what you did for the day. So for example, yesterday I had sunlight dose, victory list, self hug, and jump boost. Those were the activities that I had to do for that day. Once you click on your analytics tab, it gives you a full breakdown of everything. So the daily would be for that specific day, and it goes into detail. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. So you actually also get to set your mode. So based on how you're feeling throughout that time frame, you get to set it. So it's either you're focused, you're in flow, you're stressed, you're fatigued, you're in pain, you're withdrawn, you're feeling creative, you're feeling scattered, calm, or in recovery. You get to select whatever you're feeling during that time. That's also able to upload, so you're able to track your modes while you're going through it. So, and it also tells you how many times you use your power move. So every time I do something, it literally calculates it for you and tracks it. So you're always on top of your numbers. Your weekly breakdown is going to break down everything for the week. It tells you like your percentage of how much you've used, how much app functions you've used for that particular week. And then of course, monthly full breakdown. And it calculates everything for the whole entire month. The moods. It tells you which one you selected more of. If nothing was logged for today, it's going to tell you that nothing is logged. And if there was a history, it's going to give you the history. So if you've never logged it, then it wouldn't be there. And then, of course, it tells you your usage for today. So being to the fact that we sent a text message and we did the jump, those are the what would get counted. And then, of course, we have our insights tab. Our insights tab is going to let you know the activities that you did for today, how much time you spent in each area, your distribution levels after what you worked on. So if you worked on your dopamine more than you did your serotonin, it's going to tell you all the stuff that you worked on throughout that time frame. What else do we have on here? And then we have our growth and achievement tab. We have our community tab. The community hub, I'm really trying to figure out if I'm going to keep that portion, because that would be a place to where you could literally go and like share your wins and everything else. So I'm thinking I want to keep it, and I'm thinking I should keep it, but I'm not quite sure as yet. We have a section for buddies. So if you or anyone else that's on the app and you guys want to hold each other accountable, you're able to hold each other accountable during that time frame. When I tell you I fucking love this app, bro, I love the app because I did this when I know, how should I say it? I made the app when I needed someone, essentially, and because I didn't have anyone, it was always easy for me to just revert back to like blaming myself. Yo, what's that saying? How are you? Am I going to regrow my locks? To be honest, Empress, I don't fucking know. Like, I just literally had someone planned it up because get ascended. My brain shuts down. Fuck. My cursing always never fails. I got super excited. Damn. I just had someone do the that because I felt like my hair was breaking, or I felt like it wasn't growing, just based on me having it wild all the time. So I was like, you know what, just plait it up and we're going to figure out how to do it. But if I do get dreads this time, I know for a fact I'm going to have to get into like selling hair products, because I don't know why I didn't do that the first time around, literally. But how have you been, and how's mom? But yeah, y'all, I really love the fact that I built the app. The app has changed a lot of stuff that I normally would have spaz out about. Before I have a spasm moment, I literally just hit the app, and once I hit the app, um, it helps me to calm down a lot. So consider it like your 30-day rewind a 30-day reward to help you through the process of that. And the best part, it's like you don't have to do something that you don't want to do, and that's why I made sure I gave options with that. So it's like, yeah, today you might not want to be kind to someone and give a compliment. However, you might want to stand up and laugh for 3 minutes, or you might want to set a tiny goal and crush it within 10 minutes. Like, that's how I want you guys to start thinking about stuff. But yeah, man, I'm definitely going to be locking with you guys because I am excited to like try to life again. And I say that just coming from a different perspective of just everything else within itself. And I remember I told you guys last week that for me to get back to my psychologist is $555 an hour. I'm going to be having a lot of venting sessions. So between Saturday or Sunday, one of my down days, we're going to have like these come to Jesus moments where I would definitely be like dumping my brain or what's transpired for the week until I'm able to like go back to my psychiatrist and shit like that. Because, yeah, 550, that would wreck me. And to be honest, I don't know if it would be currently worth it right now because I'm still trying to go through the process of ownership with the accident. There's a lot of stuff that I noticed that I don't grieve well because I was never taught how to grieve in retrospect. So that's something I'm teaching myself. Like, okay, you have to be kinder to yourself. You have to be less raw. And again, growing up in a Jamaican household, you don't know how to not be on 10 all the time. It's like the only time you weren't on 10 is if you were going to church. That was it. Otherwise, you had to make sure that you show up, you show out, and you just always had to have something going on. So now to not be in that mindset all the time and to just know like, hey, I'm going to achieve this. I just have to find other ways of doing it. It's a gift and a cuss at the same time, but it's like, yo, I'm pushing through this and I'm gonna make sure that I do some epic shit at the end of the day. But yeah, for sure. I definitely love y'all. Did we hit our time mark? All right, so I believe we hit an hour. Yes, we hit an hour. And just like that, we hit an hour. However, Twitch has been giving me bullshit. And I want to fight them. So, to all my Twitch people, I'm definitely, I'm gonna have to like tap in with my Twitch people once I get back to the whole desktop portion of that. But yeah, man, like self accountability is literally going to be one thing that I would say that once you mastered that and you're holding your own self accountable for everything that you've been through, good, bad, in between, you should never give any flying fucks about what anybody got to say, feel, think, or thought. Like that's literally where I'm at. I've had the opportunity to experience a lot of stuff, and it's crazy because I'll say to some many individuals, the shit that I've been through, if I'm supposed to like really tell you all the shit, even like after this whole death experience, for us to literally sit there and speak about it, you would probably think I'm crazy, or you'd probably be like, what the fuck? Like, huh? You've had to deal with that, or you've had to do this, and it's like, yeah. So that is super exciting. Going through that whole entire process, and I'm legit shit here for it. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all later tonight. I'm gonna go grab some food. I'm also trying to work on eating earlier. So as you guys know, we're fasting. When do I plan to end this fast? I don't fucking know. And I say that because with everything that I'm working on, I noticed for me, the lighter I am, physically, the lighter I am physically, like in my gut area and everything else, the more shit just the brain be braining, and I'm here for it. So I'm working hard on just keeping my insides as light as possible, keeping my brain, my mind as light as possible. A lot of water, a lot of fruits, and a lot of salad is currently where I'm at. And possibly just seafood is literally where I'm probably going to be for the next couple of weeks. So there's that. But yeah, definitely lock in and let's do some epic shit together. Actually, didn't wear my Do Epic Shit shirt today. I'm working on also getting more merch for the Do Epic Shit. So if you haven't already, tap in. Let's get that. Oh, by the way, I did a remix to the song that I made. Do y'all want to fucking hear it? I don't care if you want to hear it. You're going to hear it. So at this rate, when I tell you I'm doing everything that I want to do plus more, I'm doing everything that I want to do plus more because I'm like, fuck, you know what? I want to make a song. Make a song. I did that. Learning to go through and mixing in the whole 9 yards, that shit took me forever in a day, but it was exciting and I enjoyed it. Would I probably do it again? I don't know. I have a very big question mark on that. At the same time, also, I'm like, you know what? I think I like house music. Even though it kind of wrecks my brain a little bit, I dig it. So, hold on, let me see if I can pull the long damn mouse. I can't wait to get my setup back, bro. Like, for real, for real. Let's see if this computer is gonna let me be great and play it. If it's not gonna let me be great, then I'll try this computer. So yeah, but let me know what y'all think of my song. I could do the both of them so you could hear the sound differences on there. Actually, we'll do one. So, wow. We will do the second one. Let's see if it actually plays. It is not playing. I have no idea what the hell is wrong with my thingamajiggy. I'm gonna have to figure out how the hell to what the hell's going on with my sound on that one. Let's go back over to this. Bow, bow, bow. Multiple pages. No, I just need. Okay. Yes. All right. Hopefully, this is also not too loud for the individuals that are close to my damn computer. My bad if it is. All right, so this is the first one. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think. Midnight in the room, and the bass comes in like thunder. Neon on your skin got me falling a little under. Every little word hits hard like a pulse I can't ignore. You move like a memory I was waiting for. And I've been holding back, but now I let it go. Your name in the rhythm, let me take control. When the air turns silver and the lights stay low, I know. You feel like a prayer in the dark, like a ghost when you pull me apart. If the world disappears tonight, I'll still be chasing you light. Crazy as fuck, cause I don't chase nobody, but it sounded good. So keep me close when the night comes on. You feel like I'm tearing apart, like a ghost when you pull me apart. If the world disappears tonight, I'll still be chasing your So that was the first one. This is the second one. Night in the room and the bass comes in like thunder. Neon on your skin got me falling. Let me know which one y'all like, because I honestly, I think I might like this one a little bit more. Like, I made a song with fucking my deficits is what's crazy. Keep me close when the night comes on. So that was the second one. And yeah, I'm super excited with both of them. It's just like, all right, I really don't know which one I like more or less. And it's like, okay, I actually fuck with both of them hard body. But yeah, definitely. I'm super excited for everything that I'm literally like jumping into because it's put me in a different mindset to where it's just like, okay, but why shouldn't I? You feel me? Or why wouldn't I? It's also another question for me where it's like, okay, but why not type shit? What if I wanted to do that? How does that work? How much is that? Bro, also, oh, that's it? Not my oh, that's it. Anytime you hear me say, oh, that's it, just know it's, yeah, it's about to be a problem. But I love y'all. I'm gonna connect with y'all. Once I figure out how to get Twitch set back up with my streaming, we are going to be doing our gaming streams back over there. So I'm gonna see if I could get GTA up and running, and hopefully I'm still in, I forgot what city I was in. Hopefully they didn't kick me out because I haven't been on GTA in a minute. So hopefully we'll be able to get back into that. But yeah, man, I'm excited with everything that I'm doing. It's like I made a song, or rather I made two songs. Or made a song, but I did two variations to the song. Super proud of that. What else do I want to get into? I'm not sure as yet. However, we do know that me getting back in and just pouring back into people is what I'm going to start off with. So yeah, there's that. But if you are on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and I don't believe I have my kick up, I definitely love y'all. I F with you a long way. And if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm slowly but surely becoming comfortable with going live and everything else again. So I will be a little bit more active with it. I'm still also trying to figure out if I'm going to do the IRL lives. I'm just not comfortable with fucking, just sitting here absolutely doing absolutely nothing type shit. And I'm like, but people like to watch people do absolutely nothing type shit. Like, get it together. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, man, I love you guys so much. And I'm going to tap in with you once I feed my face. Actually, give me a second. Before I say I'm gonna tap in with y'all, make sure that I'm making good time. Go back. Go back. Go back. No. Go back. Go back. Go back. Nope. Alright, so I'm gonna figure that shit out. So yeah, I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna eat currently and everything else, and then I'll be back with y'all later. I'm also going to try to see if we can get the discussion panel set back up. While I speak about that, let me go hit up the individual that is going to help me facilitate the discussion panels and everything else. But I love you guys very much, and I hope that everyone has a phenomenal rest of their night. Please don't be dead. Of course it's dead. So yeah, I love you guys. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. And if you guys are on Twitch and favored, we're still going. So what is this? TikTok. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. A little later tonight, I'll probably hop back on somebody's live and everything else. Even that, I'm trying to get as active as possible on. So yes, if you see me on other people's lives, definitely jump on in and say what's up. But when I tell y'all I'm working me to get back to me type shit, that's literally, give me a second, y'all, because I got to put this damn phone in charge. Hold on. Yeah, that shit is dead as dead. So yeah, definitely working diligently to just get back out here in these streets and have fun while I'm doing it. Also, I have to come up with a name apparently for this artiste, this music artiste that I is. So I'm working on different names. So far, the only thing I came up with, Bust Balls. I don't know. I was just like, okay. So my friend said I could either keep that or based on by the time I do some more songs, we'll figure out like a different type of name. And I'm like, all right, I can fuck with it. However, I don't want it to be anything close to Jack or Pimp Nasty or any of the other names that I've had for my gamer tag. I don't want to do that. What else? What else? What else? I think that's pretty much it, bro. But I'm super excited for this entire process and to take y'all along on this journey. Ugh, I need to go eat. All right, so I'm gonna end with everyone, and then once I get back, we'll hop back on with all the platforms and everything. I love you guys. Make sure you're showing up for yourself. Happy Wednesday, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. And the live, and the live, and the live. Bruh. You ready to do the check? I am starving. And live. Where else do I have live running? And live.